the rate of crime has increased in this country because when you look at the kidnapping all over the city, you know, look at the issue of Badu, the issue of crime everywhere. When you read the newspapers every day, you see a lot of crime. It's a bad situation, but we have to keep praying.
Nigeria as a whole, crime is on the increase because the government at the federal level has failed. There is no gain, saying otherwise. Because people are hungry, there is no employment. Even those in employment, they are not being paid. So what do you expect? A hungry man is an angry man. And so if you look at what is happening in Ikorodu, far northeast and other parts of Nigeria, you will see that people are 100% not satisfied with the government. And once people are not satisfied with the government, the next thing you see is people venturing into crime. Those ones that are not mature enough, to stay with what is obtainable, they will go into crime because to them, that is the only way they can survive.
I live in Ikorodu. I know what we are passing through. I did vigilante yesterday night this morning because we rotate it in our area. All this Bado of a team, we are facing serious crisis. And I want to believe that the Bado of a team that we talk about, they are not spirits. They are being sponsored by the big guns that are using people's blood for rituals. So that's the only thing I can say. Crime waves is still increasing. But to my little understanding, I want to believe that one way or the other, they are using this Bado of a team to sabotage the effort of Akinwumi Ambode.
There are a lot of insecurity in the country, and until we get to the root, before the menace can be truly controlled. But I think there is a little improvement in the police force, which I believe they are trying their best. But the best is not enough, and they still need to go back into it, to the grassroots, and see that the menace is thoroughly trashed.
Because of things we see on TV, here on the news, like recently I saw some headless human beings just beheaded for no reason. I don't know what their crime was, I don't know what happened, but it seems as if wickedness have suddenly increased. Maybe because of lack of employment, people don't have jobs, and if you watch now, it seems as if so many companies are laying off their workers. What do they want them to eat? Police
have a great role to play in reducing crime. They are doing their job, and but they need to recruit more police officers because the police officers in this country are just maybe 1 for 1,000 people. The problem is the police have a lot of issues themselves. They don't have equipped vehicles. When you call them sometimes, you just realize they are not even ready to come because they don't have good vehicles and they are not reimbursed enough. The police are, the top people in the police are the ones enjoying. But when you go to the police station, you realize they don't even have textbooks to even write. When you want to write a complaint, they can even tell the accused person to buy them because they are not really equipped.
Following police, my experience there is not something to write about because I've been fortunate to be out of this country. When you get a case in the police station, even for them to even take your statement, even right away from the gate, the harassment alone, even getting inside, for them to give you part to write your statement and everything, you have to pay for it, which is not. And sometimes the accusation is that bail is free. I've never seen where you went to a police station, no matter how little minor is the offense, there's no free, it is not free. The politicians, well, the corruption are more corrupt. Why do I say so is that the figures we are hearing is more than what police is collecting now. Some police will give me 500 naira, 1,000 naira, they can pick it. But the politician, someone can steal 50 billion, 100 billion. The money that fourth generation cannot even spend. The money meant for maybe their constituency allowance is not even, you don't even know your senator. So all those things, the money meant, project meant for light, for street light, for road, they don't execute it at the end of the day.
When it comes to crimes, I think it's actually what's actually happening in the country right now. That is why we actually have much crimes, robbery there and there, because people are actually, guys are suffering, the youth aspect, like no jobs everywhere. So that is the reason why you're actually seeing crimes everywhere, people getting themselves involved in one or two things. as in dubious acts. You get. So it's not actually their fault. So it's because of our leaders are now actually making us, you know, that everybody is just running at a scatter, you know, just to make a living. So that's why. But I'm not in support of that anyway.
So the politicians are more corrupt because you know every day you look at the newspapers, you see a lot of money, billions, you know, that they have been embezzled. So if I should choose between the police and I will not choose any one of them. Both of them are corrupt. And it's the society that makes corruption to be this rampant.
I cannot say Nigerian police are corrupt. They are corrupt to some extent, but I cannot say per se that they are corrupt. Whatever corruption you are seeing in the Nigerian police today are being caused by our politicians, because the actual money that's supposed to be expended on this body are not being getting to them. And as a result of that, let me tell you, as if I'm a civil servant now, let's say I'm a civil servant and you see me, I'm not getting adequate salary and my salary is not forthcoming. Look at, imagine, even in some states, I see those workers working in those states without salary as thieves. How did they manage to get their money? They are thieves. They are thieves. You are not being paid 7, 8 months, 9 months, yet you kept quiet. Automatically they have something they are stealing. So when you look at corruption, the rate of corruption in Nigeria will have been eliminated, even will have been drastically reduced, if not for the fact that the politicians, they are not giving us our due. They are not giving workers their due. So I want to believe that this is a very big problem. But if the politicians are ready to reason with workers, the workers are doing the bulk of things, they are just sitting there eating.
The Nigerian police force, for me, they are a very good organization. But they need government. Participation, government encouragement, government reimbursing them, equipping them so that they can become a very good force. They are trying their best. We are seeing a lot of cases they are resolving and cases they are charging to court.
Look at the rate at which crime waves is growing among us. As you are seeing me now, do you know if I have gone? Many people are going on the road. You don't know what they have in their pocket. Yet these police people are facing them squarely. So I want to commend them that they are trying, though we have some bad elements among them. So there is no way we can rule that out.
Sometimes when Nigerian police want to work, they work. Even in outside the country when they do for a mission, they are the best. But you have bad eggs among them. That is not that the police totally are bad. Not all of them that are bad, but you have the small eggs. They only need orientation. That's just it. Let them have orientation, train them from time to time so that they can know that they have to be a friend to society, not enemy. Because most people see police as their enemy.
I see Nigerian police force as a very good force. They do their work when they want to do their work. You take, for example, when they arrested the so-called Evans. They did their job. But when they are not ready, when they are not serious, it's just like every other thing that any other person would say. So to me, Nigerian police, if they are serious, they are good.
Well, there are some factors that for the police to come to a particular place where a crime is being committed depends on some things. Now, the police location might differ from the place or the scene where the crime is committed. So if eventually I call the police, it might take them time and they will want to ascertain the authenticity of the person calling them and to know if actually is what is happening. Because you might call the police and the police will say, where is it happening? You say, who are you and where are you from? So they would want to know if actually is what is happening before they will come.
Nigerian police, their response time is always very poor. And then maybe after they might have gone, the robbers might have gone, they'll start coming to arrest people that are even innocent. You know, along the street, they call it raiding. And then before you know, the real person that committed the crime will be walking free on the street. That is what is happening in Nigeria.
When you call, sometimes they don't even come, and sometimes they take time to come. Maybe by then, the whole thing would have been, the whole crime would have been effected before they come. I think that is where really they really need to be improved.
Police force are always very slow in answering to such calls. But it seems as if they are a little bit better these days. Maybe they are now well paid than before.
Things that will make them not to come. One, they are not properly equipped. You call a Nigerian police, they will ask for vehicle. When coming there, when they get to you, they want you to pay money for them to get back to their office. So they are very reluctant to
to come to your rescue when there is crime, when there is problem around your vicinity, and they will not come. And secondly, the problem with Nigerian police is fundamental in the sense that at the time of recruitment, no proper investigation is done to know the background of the person that they are going to recruit. The politicians, one is that the way Nigerian democracy is, you cannot say that most of the politicians are voted by the electorates. There are a lot of manipulations. So there's a lot of corruption among the politicians. A politician is someone that can tell you yes and they say no behind him. So I think the whole thing has to, it boils down that if the system is good, then every other thing will turn out to be good. For now, the politicians, both politicians and the police, they are all corrupt.
I saw some pictures yesterday, seeing some senators sleeping in the house, at the Federal House of National Assembly. Just imagine. And they are being paid. So why can't we restructure? When we are talking of this restructure of a team, some people are seeing restructure as if we are talking about fighting or war. No, we are talking about a situation whereby the Senate and House of Representatives, they try to make them to be part-time. Look at the bulk of money we are spending on them. It's getting too much. So that's all I can say about it. Corruption or no corruption. Police are not all that corruption. It is the politicians that are the root, that are behind every corruption in Nigeria. Look at the Labour Congress today. They have pocketed them. They knew we are suffering. But by the time you are a Labour leader, they give you a very big mansion. Most of our Labour leaders in Nigeria, they have very magnificent mansion. How would they talk? We have 10 Labour leaders. Let's say 8 of them compromise. They are being given mansion, big mansion, big houses. Tell me, how would they talk? How would they challenge the government that are doing that for them? When you want to fight on behalf of people who are supposed to earn certain amount of money and you are being pocketed by the politician.
What I want is in the area of looting. The people that have looted our this thing so far, we have not seen, they have not revealed to them their identity. It's very unfortunate. We don't even know them. And we want them to publish their identity. If we are saying we are fighting corruption, let us know the people that are stealing our money. Not that you say you have recovered so amount of money and we are not able to even see the effects of the money on the nation. It's very unfortunate.
What happened with the police with me is that there's a day my son has a problem with somebody. And a matter of money or something like that. So, and I asked him to go to the police station at Igodo. So, police refused to follow him. So I don't know, maybe small child don't have any right to call the police. When he gets to the police station, at the gate, he met 3 police on at the spot there, at the gate there. So this one said, go and meet this one. This one said, go and meet this one. Sure you understand? Then the last one asked the boy to go inside to go and report. He went inside to go and report. Then on the counter, they told the boy that there's no police on ground.
I went to the police nearby and informed that this is what is happening. The first thing they were asking me was, where is my landlord? And how did I got to stay in that business? And I was like, what is going on here? I was even surprised. Ever since then, I've always been the security of my house, not depending on the Nigeria police.